Hello everyone, I am Kamil Khan, Assistant Professor, Abda Namdar Senior College, BCA Science Department. Today's session is about subject AngularJS, Unit 2nd, Expressions and Working with Directives. Topic will be covered in this session: number and string expressions, object binding and expressions, working with arrays, forgiving behavior, understanding data binding, conditional directives, styles directives, and mouse and keyboard events directives. First, number and string expression. In AngularJS allows using expression within double curly braces. Whenever if you want to perform any expressions, you can use this curly braces to dynamically bind data. Number expressions perform arithmetic operations on numeric values. String expressions concatenate strings or manipulate strings. Numbers expression as well as string expressions can be performed using curly braces. We'll see the example of it on browser. I am directly open Angular online execution demo. Okay, we can start coding it. Here is an basic. Okay, see, there is another browser I can use that. Okay, we'll use here. I'm deleting it content and I want only the addition of two numbers. Addition of two number 3 plus 5. You can execute it. See, here will be the output. We can concat any string or anything. After that, object binding and expressions. AngularJS supports object binding and expressions for accessing object properties. Object binding bind object properties to the element in the view. Okay, or we can say object expressions access and manipulate the object properties using the expressions. There are two things. First is object binding and second is object expressions. Object binding binds the properties of to the element in the view, and object expression access and manipulate the object properties using the expressions. Here we have an example already in this. See here, this is the input type and we are binding this. This is an ing module. We'll discuss later it. First we will see I'm writing here. Actually it is loading. Execute it. I'm writing typing any other leave it Angular object value and directly okay, close it. Next, working with arrays. AngularJS provides the functionality for working with arrays in expressions. Array expressions perform operations like filtering, sorting, and transforming array elements. It iterates over arrays, use directives like ng-repeat to iterate over array elements in the view. If you want to display the array elements from the arrays using array. So you can use iterate operator. There is an no ng repeat directives. We can use it and we can display that elements. Forgiving behavior. AngularJS has a forgiving behavior when dealing with the expressions. Forgiving behavior handles undefined or null values gracefully in the expressions. No error propagation. If an expression encounters undefined or null values, it does not throw an error. Example, user age will display nothing if your user does not have the age property. After that, we'll discuss understanding data binding. AngularJS offers powerful data binding capabilities between model and view. First, two-way data binding. In two-way data binding, changes in the model update the view, or vice versa. You can say whatever the changes is in the updated model, that will be updated by the view, and whatever the changes is made by view, that will be updated by the model. One-way data binding. In one-way data binding, bind data in a single direction, either from the model to the view or view to model. For example, we use input ng model username. It will bind the input values with the username property. Conditional directives. AngularJS provides an conditional directives to control the visibility of an elements based on conditions. We use ng if directives conditionally renders elements based on the boolean expression. Ng shows or ng hide directives show or hide elements based on the truthiness of an expression. Example, div ng if is login welcome username or div. Next, style directives. AngularJS offers directives for the dynamically managing styles in the view. ng class directives conditionally applies CSS classes to the elements based on the expression evaluation. ng style directives dynamically sets inline styles on elements based on the expression evaluation. Example, button ng class it is disabled colon is disabled. This is the style, but we can change using style directives. Mouse and keyboard events directives. AngularJS also provides the directives to handle the mouse and keyboard events in the view. ng click directive, it executes a function when the element is clicked. ng key press, ng key down, ng key up directives handle keyboard events like key express, key down and key up. ng click on click, this function will be called on the ng click event performed. Conclusion of the slides. AngularJS expressions allows dynamic data binding and manipulation within the view. Object binding and expression provide access to object properties and enable object manipulation. Working with arrays in AngularJS expressions allows operations like filtering and transforming elements. AngularJS forgiving before handling undefined or null values in the expressions gracefully. Directives like ng if, ng show, hide, class, style, and click, express enhance the functionality and interactive of the AngularJS applications. Thank you. If you have any questions, you can comment in the comment box.